Hi everybody, it is Julie. Welcome back to Nobody's Beauty Guru, and today I am here with my very first update and only update for the 12 pans of Christmas. I do have a little bit of progress. I have some of it marked down on a piece of paper. I've got others that I'm just going to try to show you, and we're going to go through and see how I've been doing on my 12 different products. Some of them are okay, some of them have nothing visible. We'll see how we're doing. I'm just going to go down my list. That's what we're going to do. Alright. The Bahama Mama bronzer, this I just wanted to get use on, and I have been getting use. I looked at the picture of the one before this, and then this one. There's no visible difference. So this was brand new. I'd used it a couple times when I put it into the project. I have been using this every day. I'm not wearing foundation. I have not worn foundation in months. So this is something that I just put on like a primer or a moisturizer, let that dry, and then use a little bit of bronzer, but I'm not using as much without foundation because I find that my skin naturally has like differing tones where foundation flattens that, and I need a bronzer. I'm not needing that as much when I'm not wearing foundation. This is one that I'm not sure how I'm going to do with this, but if I can get a little bit of a dip or a little bit of progress, I'll be happy. I will go ahead and give you guys a close-up and try to put a side-by-side in, but I don't think you're going to see any difference. So I'm just going to keep using that one. I haven't had any problems necessarily using it. I enjoy using it. I just don't need that much of it. Then we have the e.l.f. Brow Pencil, and this was brand new when I put it into the project. And now I have this tiny little nubbin left. So I do have it marked on my paper. I will show you where we're at. I'm not going to hold this up because my camera sits very far away from where I actually film. So the whole like lining up doesn't really work, and I don't want to snap it off. You can see the very first line up there and then down to where I am now. And I'm kind of impressed by that because I also have in this, which I can't measure, the Make Me Brow by Essence, which is all I've been using in my brows lately. I did use the pencil today. I've been using this alone, and it's had enough color payoff and hold that I haven't needed the pencil. So on my really like no makeup days, I just have been using this through my brows and not the pencil. I would say there's been at least a solid week that I haven't used this, so the fact that I've gone through that much is kind of impressive, I guess. I don't know. But this does not have a ton of product in it to begin with. For $2 though, I really do like it. I'll continue to repurchase it. And then speaking of this one, still going strong. It's definitely to the point where I have to like swirl around to get down in there, but there is still product, so I'm still going with this one. I'm thinking this will probably get me to the end of the project, but we'll see. This little guy has gone down quite a bit. I actually could sharpen it. The wood starts after that silver line. This is where I am on that guy. So a good amount of progress there, and I'm hoping by the end of this project to have it down to the end. Then we had the Make Me Brow, which I talked about, and then Aspen Pine, which is this shadow stick. It is beautiful, but I've only used it once or twice, so not a ton of progress. I did have enough to mark. That is where I'm at with that particular update. Just a teeny tiny little bit, not much, but it's something. It's a little bit of use. I used it a couple times, and you know, it is what it is. And then I have my Blink mascara, which I am going to at this point declutter. I had this in a project before this one that lasted 3 months. So this is technically month 4, and it's starting to get like crusty up around the top so that every time I pull out the wand, I'm getting like hardened bits of mascara, and I don't like it, and it's now 4 months, so I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this because there's still product, but I don't like it, and it's getting dried out and gross. So this is going to go, we're gonna consider that one done just for hygiene's sake. Then we have my lip duo in Rags to Riches by NYX, and this is all that I have left of the liner. This is where I'm at with the pink side, so I made a good bit of progress, and I will show you the paper because it is the last things that I have on here marked. So the maroon is where I started, and the hot pink is where I am now. So you can see the larger line, the taller line is the pink one, the shorter line is the liner, and I've made more progress on the liner because it's a color that works on its own than the pink. The pink one I just started wearing around the house, like randomly, because I wanted to use it up, but not a ton of progress, just a tiny little bit here. And then the Riches, or this liner, I've used a good considerable amount, like more than one of these ruler lines. So not too bad. I anticipate the liner being done for sure by the finale. The pink side may be pushing it, but I'm going to declutter this at the end anyway, because once the liner's gone, I really don't like the other side, so I'm going to use up as much as I can and then get rid of this one too. Between the Sheets, which is my blush, I have twice this last month pushed all of this back down because it is a cream product. I've pushed it all back down, flattened it out so that it was completely even, and I had no pan showing. So twice I showed pan, twice I flattened it out, and then this is where I'm back at again. I just find that it works better for me if there's an even layer. The pan really is not conducive to picking up on stipple brush and using. Again, this is something that I don't use a ton of because I naturally flush, and without foundation, I don't need to add more of a flush, but I have been using a little bit. This is getting very dry, so at the end of this project, regardless this goes, but this is, you know, it's still progress. And it's very thin even around the sides because I've pushed it back down so many times. Then we have my Pixi color corrector in Brightening Peach, and this one I wanted to use up completely. I have a lot more progress, but not quite done. It definitely will be by the end of this project though. That is a very small ring around the edges there, so this one will not take very long to get through. Then I had my Balance Me. This was a blemish reducer, and the line was right up here before, and this still has, it's too low to actually measure. It's actually pretty empty, but because it's sitting this way, I can still get a little tiny bit out, so I don't want to call it done because I know I can still get like the tiniest bit out for like the next couple of little breakouts, but this one will definitely not be a problem. Shimmering Skin Perfector from Becca. And I did depot this, and I put it into an old contact case, which is kind of where I depot my stuff into. I get these from the dollar store, and then I just put stuff in them. This side has a concealer that I depotted, and this one I'm still using. I would anticipate this one being no problem to actually finish. I'm going to start actually mixing it in with some moisturizer and just giving me an all-over glow instead of just using it on the tops of my cheeks, but I do really love that, and I know that that one won't be a problem to finish because there's not that much left. And then last, but certainly not least, is this Avene Micellar water. This is something that I don't reach for. I don't use micellar waters, but I've been trying to. So last time I was up at this line, and now I'm down to this one. When it isn't a product that you naturally reach for, you just have to remind yourself to actually use it. So I've been trying to use that to clean up under my eyes when I use like any kind of powder eyeshadows, but lately I've been doing just cream, so I haven't had to clean up too much. But I've also been using that just to take off my eye makeup at the end of the night lately, and it's been working really well, so I'm not mad at it. If it gets in your eyes, it doesn't hurt, so it's actually kind of great. I may look into buying a micellar water soon because I haven't had one in my collection up until now, but I'm actually enjoying using it now that I'm reminding myself to, so who knows? I'm a convert now. But that is everything for my first and only update for my 12 pans of Christmas. Again, guys, this collab is so massive. I will have listed down below as many channels as will fit in the description because it does cut off at a certain point. And then I will also have the playlist listed so that you can just go and see everybody's channels there. I personally am really excited to keep up with everybody's progress and see how everybody makes it through the end of this particular year and into the next one. So thrilled to be collabing with so many amazing women, and if you're finding me through this collab, then welcome. I hope you stay. Hope you enjoy the content that's here, and I really look forward to talking to you guys in the comments down below. But for now, that is everything. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, click subscribe, and I will see all of you in the next one. Bye, guys.